Yeah, you guys remember these fidget spinners and stuff like that? Wow. Looking at it myself, it's spinning super fast, but in here is actually really slow. That's pretty damn interesting. Sorry, I don't think I have ADHD. I don't know, but like I have to have something in my hands to like actually talk. Just letting you guys know this. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into this whole thing. So Nintendo Switch 2 offers last gen power for next gen price. Experts compare Switch 2 power to PS4 despite a $450 price tag. Damn. So we all know that Nintendo Switch isn't doing so hot. Comments and stuff being removed. People demanding like, hey, lower the price point. And also we found out that it was damn near $450, things like that. It's ridiculous. And they're trying to say it's a handheld or it's a console. I don't even know. I still say it's a handheld. Mainly it's a handheld, but the whole having it on a dock, then they call it a console. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. So let's go ahead and let's get into this. I know I'm doing a lot of animations and I am sorry, but anyway, Nintendo's next generation console, the Switch 2, is officially launching at a retail price of $450. Just $50 shy of Sony's PS5. But while that price point puts it within striking distance of true next-gen hardware, early reports indicate that the Switch 2 will perform at roughly the same level as a PS4, a console that originally launched back in 2013 for $400 and now sells used under $200. Ooh. Crazy thing is, what they say. The obvious question is, where's the value, Nintendo? Well, I mean, you get to play at 4K at 60 frames on the system itself. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's only if you have it in the dock and then when you have it connected to your TV. It's not when you play it in your handheld. Unless I'm proven wrong, but from what I saw from their showcase and everything like that, when they're talking about, oh, you can play these games at 4K and you can play it at this pace or at this frame rate and everything like that. It was all connected to a TV and it was put on a dock. It wasn't on the actual, like you picking it up, walking around anywhere, you know, and playing it at 4K at 60 frames. I did not see that. Now, if somebody ever gets a review console and it was able to test it, please make a video on it or something. I would love that. But damn, it is insane, man. And also I just want to say this when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2 that's coming out. They have something that is like a guide or something like that. It's like the Nintendo guide thing, and it's like, oh, this is what your Nintendo Switch would, you know, this is how to operate your Nintendo Switch. These are the functions of it. But that's behind a paywall of $10. That is insane. So anybody out there that wants to start up a YouTube channel and has an insane video that is going to blow the fuck up, that you want it to blow up, I will say this: get a Nintendo Switch 2 if you already plan on getting it. Immediately screen record you doing the whole, was it the Nintendo guide? Do that, or screen record all of that. After when you're done with the whole thing, post that shit on YouTube. Post it on YouTube, watch it get like 1 million views, because people are going to wonder what it is and is it worth spending $10 for, and you just save them $10 or they invest in it. Who knows? Do that. I bet you'll get like a whole bunch of views. I'm not a Switch person. Yeah, I do have a Nintendo Switch from an ex-girlfriend who got it for me for my birthday. Didn't ask her to do it, but she did it anyway. Still got a Switch that's sitting in the living room. So but anyway, let's go ahead and go further into this one. So the next question is becoming harder to answer, especially for families and longtime fans hoping Nintendo would continue its trend of affordable, accessible gaming. Instead of what consumers are being offered is a premium price system with a dated power ceiling. Oof. Ugh. Albeit wrapped in portability and Nintendo's ever iconic IP catalog. It's something new, but there's not really much of a change to it. And again, I love my mom for the stuff that she had us do. If we really wanted to get something, we had to like impress her. Like, you guys remember the TV show? It's like people that do like investments, they go up to investors and stuff, and they have to what's the name of it? They have to like, they present their product and they say, this is how much we want you to invest in our product and everything, or in our business, and they will like make a decision. It's like something, is it Shark Tank? I think it's Shark Tank. I could be wrong, but that show, right? We had to do that with our mom, because she's like, what is so great about a Nintendo 64? And we're like, we are going from Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64. Let me tell you about the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo 64, every game that we have been playing as a kid, even though we're still kids, every game that we are playing is now from 2D to 3D. What the do we need to go any further? And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So here's the sad part. It's costing about $200. But we get 2 controllers. We get the expansion card that comes with it. And then also we could get Donkey Kong that comes with it, or Super Mario or Mario 64. What do you think? And she was like, I'll think about it. That's the worst part that we get every time with parents. I swear, every time we just I'll think about it. We know that's a no. We always give it a no. And then we get it in Christmas. So it was awesome. We were freaking out. I remember that. But anyway, I keep sidetracking. I'm sorry. Performance comparison is stark. A PS5 includes a solid state drive for near instant loading, 4K resolution, ray tracing, and full third-party support for blockbuster games. Woo! Yay! Meanwhile, the Switch 2 is expected to top out somewhere near PS4 Pro territory, offering improved visuals and load times over its predecessor, but still falling well short of what modern hardware is capable of. I mean, here's the thing. I'll give it to the Nintendo. Nintendo, they have it with the handheld in the mobile handheld realm. They got it. Okay. But going into like the actual console realm itself, yeah, that's where they fall fairly short on. But I don't think paying $450, $400 to $450, I don't think that is a worthy price. Like to me personally, I don't think it's worth it. That's just me. If I were to if I had the money of buying a Switch 2, I don't know if that would be worth it. Like even a Steam Deck, when I purchased a Steam Deck, I was like, I didn't know if I wanted to get it or not. But then I found out it's like, oh, okay, so I get to play games from my Steam account, which I think is awesome. I can just play it on the go. And then wherever I left off on with my Steam Deck, all I do is just log into Steam on my computer when I come back. And then I just pick up where I left off, which I think is really cool. I thought that was really awesome. Now, the downside, I will say with the Steam Deck, because I have the OG Steam Deck when it first came out. I pre-ordered that thing before the OLED, which I'm so mad about. But that one, for the Steam Deck, first of all, it gets hot. I'll tell you right now, it's a freaking heater. So if you live in Alaska, get yourself a Steam Deck. It's amazing. But the thing is, there was a lot of games that I had that weren't compatible to Steam Deck, which made me feel bad. Like I was slightly disappointed with it. Like me, I would have been so happy to lay in my bed and play Destiny 2 and raiding with my buddies. But no, I have to get up and play on my computer because the game is not compatible. And I think it's because of the anti-cheat. I think that's what it is. I'm not entirely sure. So it's crazy. Like there's some games that you can play, some games you can't play. So all right, so let's go here. Nintendo appears to be selling instead is nostalgia, brand loyalty, and the idea of handheld console hybrid gaming. It's a model that worked wonders for the original Switch, which sold over 130 million units. But expectations have shifted, especially as software prices creep into uncharted territory. Uncharted territory? I mean, you're freaking out of this world. First-party Nintendo games on the Switch 2 are now being priced at $70 and even $80 in some cases. I still think that's okay because games right now are $70, $80, kinda pushing it, but it all depends on what the game brings you. Like that's my whole thing. What does that game bring you? Like what value of that game brings to you? Mine is graphics. Titles like Mario Kart are listed for $80, while ports and re-releases like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, the Switch 2 edition are set at $70 without including the original DLC, which adds another $20 to the total, so $90. Damn. That puts the full price of a 2017 game at a staggering $90 on a 2025 console. That is insane. That's where that pisses me off. That's where I'd be like, nope, I don't even want to buy the damn thing. I can just play the damn game on my regular Switch. I'll go buy the game for a cheap price at a mom and pop shop, game shop, and just play it on my Switch and I don't have to worry about it. And I've seen what the graphics look like. It doesn't look that much difference. It doesn't look any difference. It looks okay. So from what I saw with the Nintendo Switch, when they had both Breath of the Wild games, one on the Switch 2 and the other one on the Switch, and when they showed it side by side, I swear the Switch 2 looks like it's just they up the brightness. It looked like you just went to settings and up the brightness. And then also it has kind of like a glooming, glowing type of hazing light filter. That's what it seems like that's put on there. There's not a drastic change. It's not like how it was back then where you clearly see differences, right? It's just like it's right there in your face. If you can't see it, then obviously you're blind. But this is like, it looked like I just threw a filter on it, like a Snapchat filter or something on there. And that's it. Again, people are diehard Nintendo fans. I totally get it. But people are willing to spend money like $80, $90 just for that. And it's crazy. It marks a return to the variable pricing model that defined the cartridge eras of the NES, SNES, and the N64. Back then, games like Chrono Trigger and Street Fighter 2 carried higher prices due to larger ROM sizes and enhanced custom enhancement chips, which were the expansion card, that red expansion card thing that you had to put into the Nintendo 64. Boom, that. Remember, I got that with Banjo-Kazooie. It wasn't unusual to see new titles launch anywhere between 40 and 80 depending on their complexity and features. But the thing is, what is it? We know there's a huge gap. I'm sorry, I'm just scratching the same record, but we know there was a huge gap between Chrono Trigger and Street Fighter back then, right? But now it's like there's nothing noticeable or rare or like hardly noticeable. So it's like people are already getting ripped off. If you're not seeing it now, well, hopefully I'm letting you guys know now. Y'all getting ripped off. But that was a time before standardized disc manufacturing and digital distribution leveled the field. Okay. Today, most consoles follow a uniform pricing model for new releases, with only deluxe editions or add-on content pushing the total higher. Nintendo's return to variable pricing feels like a gamble, especially when paired with a console that doesn't match its competition in raw horsepower. It's not a car, but okay, but raw power. Yes, understand. In fairness, Nintendo is offering a $10 upgrade pass for players that already own Switch titles and want the Switch 2 versions. But newcomers will face steep costs for ports of old games that in many cases are already available in cheaper form on the original system. And the thing is, sometimes the older versions of the games are even a lot better. It is what it is. Just even if you're going by aesthetics, look at what they do Until Dawn. Until Dawn, like, it looked very gloomy and like mysterious, and it was dark and foggy in the original. In the new one, it's like you're on when you go to the mountain, it's daytime, it looks clear as day. It don't look scary or ominous at all. It's like, what's the point of this game looking scary if it looks really beautiful? Like, come on, like, I don't want to be scared. I want the feeling of being scared, but it's not. Oh, okay. So with the console priced higher than its predecessor and its games testing the limits of consumer patience, the Switch 2 faces uphill battle convincing buyers of its value. Unless Nintendo has a few surprise features or groundbreaking exclusives up its sleeve, it may find that nostalgia alone isn't enough to justify premium pricing in the post PS5 world. True. The Nintendo Switch 2 launches June 5th, with North American pre-orders currently paused due to tariff complications stemming from President Trump's recent trader measures. Oh yeah. So then they said, how do you feel about the Nintendo Switch operating on a PS4 level? Sound off in the comments and let us know. Again, the only upside that they have for Nintendo is that it is portable. That's it. If PlayStation made actually they did, didn't they? They had like a portable system. Yeah, it's PlayStation Portal. But the thing is, you need to play device that lets you play your PS5 games over Wi-Fi, has 8-inch LCD screen, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers. You can use it to play compatible PS4 and PS5 games. I mean, that right there already sounds better than a Switch 2. Sorry, because you already had the Switch. You already had the Switch, and you're coming out with the Switch 2. How do you make it better? Because right now, playing a Switch 1, like buying a Switch 1 is way better than getting a Switch 2. And then on top of that, you're paying that $10. What'd they say? Yeah, paying that extra $10 to upgrade. Yeah, if you're going from Switch to Switch 2. But then if you're buying a Switch 2, then you're gonna be paying buku bucks. So I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy to see that voice crack that Nintendo is like really nickel and diming their consumers. So I can't tell people what to do. I mean, that's your life. It's your money. It's what you want to do with your money and what you do with your life, as long as it doesn't harm anybody. I would recommend to hold off getting a Switch 2, because we all know when these consoles first come out, like the first few months, it's like there's just issues and problems, and then they do recalls, and then they come out with even a better system, like 6 months or a year later, they come out with a better system, and it's like, oh, okay. And then they kind of have their issues too. And then they do somewhat of a recall, or no, not somewhat, they do a recall. Then those come out, and then like those are the best ones. So it's like basically version 3 of the system is way better. So yeah, I'd rather you might as well just wait. And then those that really want to get it, I understand FOMO, I guess you'd say, but that shit is being weaponized like crazy in the gaming industry. Like, I'm to the point where I'm just like, dude, the game is like, I can get the game when it first comes out, but what's so great for it? So great about it? I could be one of the first people to play the game when it comes out and stream it or do a YouTube video on it. Ooh. But the thing is, then I got to deal with all this other stuff, or I can just wait until the game is cheaper and then I can just do a YouTube video on it or stream it, either or, and then be fine because I get all the updates. I have all the updates, all the bug fixes and everything like that. And I could just carry on with my life. That's all I got for this video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, dang, I can't speak. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Nintendo Switch 2. Are you guys gonna purchase it? Are you not gonna purchase it? Are you just gonna get a Switch 1? If you have a Switch 1, are you gonna keep the Switch 1? Are you going to just keep playing your PS4 or PS5 if you have that instead of a Switch? I don't know. Let me know. And also let me know what you guys think about the Steam Deck. Stop channel. I'll see you guys next time. All right, have a good one.